So here's that foil binder that I bought recently. I just want to show you how much the cards are actually worth that were in that binder that I bought for 40 bucks. It's about $312 worth of cards. It's pretty nuts. I highlighted all of the cards that are worth at least $1 in green, and then at least $10 in blue. But it's pretty nuts just how much money these foils are worth and how this person either didn't know what they had or just didn't care. But it's crazy. Look at this. It's like a $30 card almost. This old land. You got Infernal Plunge and Ichor Rats, and these are all in near mint condition too. Got a Spiketail Drake. Lots of Drake cards. I guess that used to be a thing. Goblin Sledder. A Hickory Woodlot. Like, these are really good foils. This is all the stuff that's under $1, and then some of the stuff that's a little damaged. But I mean, look at some of these. It's nuts. Got a Dovin. Let's move these out of the way. See if I can get a little better light. But these are all cards that are worth at least $1. Man, light's really weird right here. There's a promo Engulf the Shore. I thought this card was worth like $15, but looking it up, being in light play condition, it's more like $4.50. Got an old Champions of Kamigawa foil. Another one, or not, yeah, that was Champions. What is this? This is Betrayers, I think. Then we got Psychotic Fury, Foundry Street Denizens. Such good foils. It's kind of a crappy quality in moderate play, Extinguish All Hopes, but it's still such a good card. Jang. But pretty much every single one of these Planeswalkers worth at least $1. It's their foil. Druid Lyrist, I think that's like an $8 card or something. And then these old land foils. Even though this one's in like moderate play condition, this one's still worth like I think $4. Crazy. This one I thought was worth a lot more, but it's a dual deck version. Or a constructed deck version of it, so it's cheaper. But I swear I have a foil Avenger of Zendikar that's worth like $15. Any old like foil lands have potential for being worth a lot. Infect is such a broken mechanic, and any foil commons that are have Infect generally are worth something. Withstand Death, that's a card that can save your commander, so yeah, it's definitely a valuable foil. This is just a really old foil. It's the only reason it's worth anything. Healing Leaves, I seriously don't understand why this one's worth as much as it is. It's not really that great of a card. Maybe just because it's old. Phantasmal Dragon, I played so much of Core 2012. I've played this card a lot. It's just a really nice foil, too. Martyr of the Frost. Again, I don't think this is a very good card, but, you know, it's so old. It's worth something. Any foil Changeling seems like it's a decent buy, because you can put it in, like, any commander deck that's got Tribal. Then we got Arcanist Omnipotent. It's just it's a foil mythic. It's going to be worth at least $1. There's another Changeling. pretty old Mercadian Mask, Anemone. A foil Planeswalker, again, always worth like $1. Stencia Masquerade, another foil Planeswalker. Can't believe I got this binder for 40 bucks. It's crazy. I thought this card would be worth a lot more than it is. Because, I mean, it's got Populate. These old Lorwyn foils are always worth something. Another, what was that, Betrayers? I don't remember. This card I thought was worth more than it is too, but it's also in kind of rough shape. It's in like moderate play condition, so Sanctuary Cat. You know, I don't quite understand why this is worth $1, but you know, I guess people collect cats, so maybe it's for the female Magic the Gathering players that want to collect the cats. Elixir of Immortality. It's an excellent, versatile card. Frogmite. I had my wife look up the price of this card, and not only was it wrong, I thought this card was worth more than it is. I thought it was worth like at least $10. And then it was appraised for like $8 when my wife looked it up, but I think it's really only worth about $4 or $5. Dragon's Claw. The reason why this card is so good is because you can put it in a modern deck, and it's good against burn decks, because then anytime they play a Lightning Bolt or something, it only does 2 damage. So this card negates like burn decks. Especially if you have 3 of these out, that means their Lightning Bolt doesn't work anymore. Ghoul Caller. This is again, I don't understand why this one's worth at least, I think it was $2 or $3. Must be some combo or something with it. Chief of the Foundry. You would think this would be worth more money than it is, because I mean, you can have an artifact in any deck, and it buffs artifacts. There's a Vraska, kind of a weird Vraska. It's a good card. Then we got Disciple of Gristlebrand. This excellent card. Violent Pull. Or is it Violent Paul? Violent Paul. It's an okay card. Putrid Imp. This is a 1 mana card that lets you discard a card, and that triggers any discard effects, so it's an excellent card. Protection from White, Exalted. Maybe there's like a Tribal Knight deck that this is good in, but I don't understand why that one's worth so much. Malakir Coldblade. Any vampire is going to be good for a tribal vampire deck. Bloodseeker. This should be worth more than it is. It's such a good card. You can win the game with this card. And Indulgent Aristocrat. Again, any vampire with abilities. A Flying Mercenary. Those mercenaries used to be really broken. They may still be broken in like a Legacy or something, but it's kind of a cool old foil. Deadly Allure. Death Touch and must be blocked, so it's basically a, what is it? I think it was called Lure or something before, that green card. But this is, you can do it twice for 1 mana each time. Again, another vampire that's worth something. Curse of Oblivion. There's a commander deck that's just nothing but curses, so I'm sure that's why this is worth something now. Rats. People make rat decks. Again, rat decks and infect, so this is good for both of those. It's just kind of crazy. It's like $300 worth of cards in that binder I got for 40 bucks. Not a bad deal. Well, thanks for watching.